Namaste, Jai Bharat. Chittagong is a term in Bangla, that's in Bangladesh, for Chittagong. Chittagong is a place where the majority are a tribe called as Chakmas. And these Chakmas are Hindus and Buddhists, basically, originally. And during partition of Bharat and Pakistan, when East Pakistan was formed, several mistakes took place because of Nehru, explicitly Nehru's folly. Number one, Chittagong was supposed to be a part of Bharat, like other northeastern states like Mizoram, Tripura, etc., was supposed to be a part of Bharat. And the Hindu majority districts of East Pakistan, which is today Bangladesh, that is Mymensingh and Sylhet, were also supposed to be part of Bharat. So what happened is, the people, the Hindus, in Mymensingh and Sylhet, Hindus were majority. They also speak a version of Bengali which is called a Sylheti. It's an interesting Bangla, soft Bangla actually, not tough Bangla like Calcutta. Then the Chittagong people, the Chakmas, they all were under the impression that they'd naturally be a part of Bharat because the Bharat-Pakistan division was based on religion. So all those non-Muslims, that is Hindus and Buddhists, Buddhists, Jains, we all are one. And we have been one, we will continue to be one. We don't have such kind of discriminations, especially in religion originated from Bharat. We all are branches of one essential eternal Sanskriti. So what happened is, Mymensingh district and Sylhet district went to East Pakistan, which is today's Bangladesh. Again, I told you whose mistake is that the Nehru-based Congress rule in Delhi, they were not bothered of Northeast. He was not bothered of Northeast. Northeast was not considered. And also the Chakmas of Chittagong. Overnight blow they got. In 47, when the East Pakistan was identified, borders were fixed, overnight blow they got. And people mostly from Mymensingh and Sylhet and even Chittagong, they ran to, those who were near borders, they fled to Bharat. And those Bengalis and Chakmas who had to run overnight with whatever they could take nothing practically, and just entered Bharat. From that day till now, they are treated as refugees. Not just Chakma refugees, but the Bengalis are called as refugees in most northeastern states, thanks to the missionaries. They termed them as refugees because these people refused to get converted. The entire northeast was converted, most of the northeastern part was converted except Arunachal and Tripura into Christianity at the hands of the missionaries. Many of them are from Bharat, especially from south. They refused to get converted, so they branded them as refugees. Refugee colonies there in places in northeast where Bengalis live. Refugee colony. Some areas were given to them, all Bengali houses, and they are looked down at as refugees. As why if Sylhet and Mymensingh was to be a part of Bharat, it would have been a part of Assam, which some leaders in Assam did not want it for several reasons. One special reason is that Bengalis are highly educated those days, and the Assamese were not that educated those days. And then, of course, with the Nehru's disinterested in Northeast, he was not concerned. He would have thrown it out to anyone. He is not concerned. He was not concerned. Even he was not really concerned about Kashmir also. He was concerned about his own personal glory, whatever. That's a long gone story. People know it. I need not say that. So these Chakma refugees became a phenomenon in Bharat. We know them as Chakma refugees, Chakma tribe. Mostly Hindus and Buddhists. Now, suddenly they got this blow. Those who were near the borders, who could run physically, literally, to parts of Bharat could run, others remained. Others remained and were subjected to all kinds of brutality. It continued in Bangladesh from that time. Dhaka University's professors were beheaded Hindus. And all those stories are there. History, if you know the history of Northeast, you should know that too. And these Chakmas were further tortured and brutally treated by the Pakistan army then and forcefully converted. But this forceful conversion will not take that serious with the Hindus and also Buddhists. They would remain. They would remain Hindus and Buddhists in spite of whatever kinds of coercion. And the Chakmas remain. Today, Chittagong, at that time the plea or the justification that Nehru gave was that East Pakistan did not have a port, so Chittagong should go to them. Chittagong should not have gone to them. I heard a story that even Indira was almost giving nuclear technology to Pakistan those days. That is just a story. I don't know. These are all narratives. Whatever happens in geopolitics is unbelievable in many cases. Unbelievable mistakes of the so-called statesmen who are not statesmen. They become statesmen, not instead of statesmen. So now something else is evolving in Bangladesh. You see, this natural punishment goes to them. Bangladesh wants to make greater Bangladesh, Sultanate Bangla, they wanted to make. Now, there is a possibility, actually very strong possibility, that the Chakmas are following Balochistan. By seeing the activities of Balochs, Chakmas are trying to join hands, trying to form some kind of action group, and are likely to demand independence from Bangladesh. On the one hand, Arakan army is strong. Arakan army has their own history. It's not yesterday that began. It began with something long before. Long story. 65 onward, 1965. The Rakhine state, the Arakan place, etc. So Chakmas are likely to ask for independent Chakma place, Chakma state. There is a Kachin province and a Kachin kind of army once upon a time after 1965 which China wanted to use. Kachins wanted to be independent. They approached Bharat. This is after 65, the 60 to 65 time. And then we did not take it that serious at that time. Again, who was ruling Delhi? It was not Modi ji. It was someone else. They did not take them very serious. Finally, the Kachins went to China, and China agreed. China promised them that we'll give independence, provided you let us use your land so that we can watch over Bharat and create insurgencies in Northeast. So from that time onwards, China was creating insurgencies in Northeast using Kachin provinces. There's a Kachin army also was there with China's support. But China never kept their promise to Kachins, and until 1988 they continued. It's only in 1988 Bharat intervened again. Some of her those days Raw was beginning. They intervened, and some of her officers were killed who were posted there, who were working there, and then subsequently the Kachins and the Rakhine people were joined, and today's Arakan army is a result of the combination of both. And the Arakan army is strongly supports Bharat because they trust. There is no one whom they can trust except other than Bharat. We don't betray, and we have not betrayed. The only thing at that time, the Kachins were not attended, the police were not attended. That's folly. That's a mistake. They didn't bother. Those rulers, fine. The bureaucrats have larger. The bureaucrats tried their best, but the authority, the political authority, did not support them. That's what happens in most cases. When we captured Lahore, once upon a time, the bureaucrats didn't want to give Lahore back to Pakistan, but then our political authorities let it go. That's what we say. Whatever our soldiers earn in battle by sacrificing of blood and lives, the politicians destroy at negotiating table. That used to be the case in Bharat. Used to be the case in Bharat, not now anymore. At least not now anymore. So this Chakmas would want independence from Bangladesh. This is tit for tat for Muhammad Yunus and Jamaat-e-Islami. This is called divine justice, if you want to call that. This is called divine justice. There आए तो रास्ता है, there है अंधेर नहीं. So this is divine justice. So and the Chakmas, there are Chakma refugees all over northeast now, largely in Assam, Mizoram, and even in places like Meghalaya, there are Chakma refugees who are so badly treated. They are so badly treated. It's better not to speak about the pathetic plight of these people, including the Bengalis in northeast. The West Bengal never bothered about the Bengalis in northeast. The Bengalis living in Assam and the adjoining states. West Bengal never bothered. The Communist International is what had been leading them till now. So Bengal, which is West Bengal, did nothing for the Bengalis who became refugees overnight in unexpected blow when they thought that they will be part of Bharat. Even Chakmas, Chittagong people have actually raised Bharatiya Tiranga at the instance of independence, and much later on they realized that they are not a part of Bharat. They are not a part of Bharat. Just think about the shock. And nobody bothered, nobody cared them. We should have attended and we did not. Who is to be accountable? Who is to be punished? God alone knows. And he does his job, I am sure. That's how today the Chakmas are wanting to declare independence. The Chittagong goes. They're basically Hindus and Buddhists and have tremendous lenience to the king of Tripura. They still treat him as their leader, and if the king of Tripura says something, they will obey. Now, let's see what happens in the future. This may take time, long time. Things have to evolve in geopolitics. Things are also revolutionary in geopolitics, but otherwise, such things have to evolve. We shall meet again with some other thought. Namaste, Jai Bharat, and Jai Sri Ram.